Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel named Learning to Learn. So today we'll be discussing one important point is procrastination. So I think you have heard of this word, and this became really popular in the last few years. Procrastination is something which took like a peak after COVID pandemic, and procrastination literally, like the dictionary meaning of the procrastination means unnecessarily or voluntarily delaying something. So it can be your work, it can be your tax returns, it can be something which you have to do, but you delay it because you're delaying your work just because you want to watch a movie, or you want to watch a drama or a series, or you're repeating the series which you have watched. And this is one of the problems which youngsters, mainly working people, and many different fields people are having tackling with. They are not able to tackle this particular kind of situation. And the same thing was with me for a very very long time. There are various videos online to help you go through the procrastination part, so that you stop delaying the things you want to do, so you stop voluntarily delaying the things you want to do. So you need to understand the ways when you are just trying to procrastinate. You need to stop yourself, and there are a lot of things. See, right now in the today's digital world, there are a lot of things that will be very tempting, so that it's very easy to access, like uh, 10 years or 20 years before, there were not so many options for our entertainment purpose. So what happened at that time was, many people were very limited with their entertainment. Either there was a magazine they could look into, or a newspaper they would read, or some books, novels, etc. But the level of distraction in right today's life is really very high, because we have a mobile phone, and we have various apps like dating apps, social media apps, gaming apps, etc., that ultimately helps us to keep busy while doing nothing. So we can just scroll through the Facebook feed or the Instagram feed, or we can go through various Pinterest images, which I love. I really love those images. These are like picture perfect images. Then we can have a lot of YouTube videos, tutorials, funny videos, viral videos. Apart from that, we can also have gaming, various types of gamings. It can be a Ludo or any like heavy gaming which you might play on regular basis. Then we have dating apps where we can chat with lot number of strangers, random people, and WhatsApp, Telegram, many things. So ultimately, there is a chance of you of getting distracted much more, uh, as compared to it was in last 20 or 30 years. So yes, we have a lot of options, and that too on our hand, and that option is available 24/7. So we need not to stay, or we need not to have an allocated time to use the phone. We can use the phone at any point of time. So this is one of the biggest problem. The problem is we have too many options. So if you have too many options, they'll be difficult to choose one of the options which might be right or wrong. Now, for me making this video, you could say I was dealing with the same for a very 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 long period, and I used to delay a lot of things, including you can say studying for myself, or clearing doubts of my students, and many more things, even making YouTube videos. But I do agree that there comes a saturation point, and I think I have reached my saturation point where it was like enough. It's more than enough now. It's like I'm doing the same routine every day. I'm not achieving anything, and this routine goes on by days and months and sometimes years. Okay, so the thing is, when you reach the saturation point, you just hit with the reality, and you understand that yes, this is not how you live your life. This is not how you're going to pay your bills, and this is not how you're going to achieve your dreams. So you have to change. But not all people will reach that saturation point soon enough. So there'll be people who are distracted from their goal, and they'll be doing stupid mistakes all the time. So to reduce all that, these I could not say that these are foolproof methods. These are laboratory tested techniques. No, these are just the techniques which I use, and due to my saturation point, it became very easy for me. It will be difficult for you, for damn sure. I'm damn sure about that. But still, you have to keep trying so that you move on with your life, not that you're just stuck in a place for a very long period of time. It will actually it will create a lot of problems in your life. You'll be delaying a lot of work, you'll be delaying a lot of objectives, you'll ultimately be spending less time, less, you can say, quality time in your work or in your environment or even with your family or your friends, whereas more time on your mobile, tablet or computer. So ultimately that is the reason why I wanted to make this video. uh, the first thing you need to understand is procrastination is actually a stage, and many people will just say that, like, 5 minutes, let me just watch Facebook for more 5 minutes and I'll then get back to my work or get back to my studies, or just this one last video, and after watching that particular last video I'll be going back to my studies. This is actually procrastination, when it's just like an addiction, like a drug addict or uh, an alcoholic will say that this is my last smoke, or this is my last cup, or this is my last glass, from tomorrow I'm going to stop all this. This is a type of addiction, it is a type of addiction, and ultimately this, so once you agree with yourself that yes, this is something you are very addicted to doing, or this is something which you are very, you can say, it is a habit, okay. As soon as you accept this, this becomes more easy for you to manage, or else it will become more and more difficult for you to manage your procrastination. So there are few tips which are really really helpful, and I'll just point it down every step. The first is accept everything what is there, like what are the goals of yours, what are the delayed plans, you have delayed purposefully, deliberately, or due to some reasons which is not very serious, what not very of emergency in nature, you have just delayed it voluntarily because you did not want to do it at that particular point of time. And just list out all the goals. When you list out all the goals, you will really realize there'll be a reality check or a picture, exactly a clear picture in front of you, that what you have missed so far, like in the last 1 year of your life, or 1.5 year of your life, or 2 years of your life, what you have actually missed, what progress have you done physically, mentally, academically, spiritually, in your relationships, in your family, any sectors or any dimensions of your life. So this will help you to get a clearer picture, and if you're really serious, then only do it, or else you are just going to write a list and forget it in the next 2 3 days. So better be very serious that you are going to lead a life which is for yourself, not only for your mental satisfaction, only not only just to watch the reels your life you're spending your life with. No. So ultimately, first make sure you make the choice deliberately yourself. Nobody's forcing you to do so. Make it your own choice, that yes, this is my life and I'm going to handle it my way. So first is acceptance. You have to accept the fact that you have a problem, you are procrastinating a lot, you are delaying stuff. First thing is that. After that, just make a list of all the activities, all the goals you have missed only due to procrastination, and be very, very true, honest, brutally honest with yourself. The third step, now there comes a change. The change, sometimes change is not easy, sometimes what a lot of times change is not easy. So to accept the change or to make the change work, you need to work a lot, okay. So there are few things, few tips which you can start with. Make sure you make a plan ahead of the day, like suppose tomorrow, okay. So today you have to make a list of things that are on priority basis you're going to complete tomorrow, no matter what. So there will be like 5 things, 6 things, like I'm going to complete this particular topic, I'm going to work on this project, I'm going to complete that particular workload which I've been delaying for so long. So make sure you planning is very important, because once you plan now, there half the thing is done, because you have already planned that yes, I'm going to do this. It is like an organized thoughts, right? So if you have organized thoughts, then you can organize your actions as well. So of course, the first thing you need to do is plan your activities the entire day, make a schedule. Some people are not very comfortable with the schedule, they do random things, but yes, if you plan it, it would be better for sure. Now stick to the plan is the second goal. Suppose if you just made the plan and the next day you did not complete even half of the activities which you have written yesterday, so that I'll be doing that tomorrow. Suppose you just have made a list, okay, that I'm going to do that tomorrow, and on the coming day you did nothing, you did half of the activities in the list. So ultimately, there is no purpose of planning the activity at the first place if you're not going to achieve it. So make sure you understand that you're planning so that you can take an action. If you're not going to take an action, there is no point of planning. So make sure you do the activities. There might be certain situations where you're not able to achieve one or two tasks of the daily task you have written. That's okay. That may be due to health issues or certain urgent matters you need to take care of. But still try to accept the change and try to take actions on that. Technically speaking, many of the people have said that it is scientifically proven any habit can be formed in 21 days. I'm not very sure about that because I did not practically experience that. But yes, if it is scientifically proven, you can take a try. You can just track this down or do this activity for 21 days, and then you might think that this will become a habit, and ultimately you will start procrastinating a little. Apart from that, there are various lot of small tips which will help you apart from this which I've told you. First is, make sure you have short term and long term goals. Every day you should have goals for every day, every week, every month, and every year. So you should track down your goals in long term, in short term, and daily. So this will help you to keep track of the day, of the things you have done all day, the things you have done all week, the things you have done a month, and the things you have done the whole year. So this will be really helpful. The second tip which I would like to give is, mobile is one of the distractions, but the thing is, without mobile you are not able to do anything. Means you'll not be able to pay someone, you'll not be able to search for something, even to see the time. Many of the people do not use watch today, they use smartwatch. So to just see the time also you need mobile. So make sure you do not use mobile in a negative way, you use it in a positive way, like just switch off the mobile when not in need or you don't require it. Okay, you're studying, if you're not able to switch it off, just put it on, you can say silent mode. Okay, so that you don't get distracted when the notifications pop up. The second thing you can do is, I do this trick personally. I start working, whenever I start working, it can be in middle of the night, it can be during afternoon, morning, early morning, anytime. What I do is, I just take the stopwatch and I start the stopwatch. Okay, once I start the stopwatch, now till the time I stop that particular timer or the stopwatch, I'm just going to focus on my work. That's it. I'm not going to do any procrastination, I'm not going to watch any reels, I'm not going to see any post, nothing. I'm just going to sit and work what I have already decided that this is the work I'm going to do. This helped me a lot to exactly track how much active work I was doing, and I was really shocked to see that I was working very very less. Where in my head I was thinking I'm working whole day. Oh my god, I'm working from last 6 hours, but nothing came out. But ultimately, I was not working for 6 hours actively. I was just moving around here and there. I was just watching the reels. I was just watching the posts, and I used to work like 1 hour in between or 2 hours in between. But when I use this stopwatch technique, then I realized that we think we are working a lot, but we are not. No, we are not. Actually, we are working like 20% of what we have thought, or 10% of what we have thought. So ultimately, we are just busy, but we are not productive. So that is one of the problems with this particular generation right now, that we are very very busy, we don't have time, but ultimately we are doing nothing out of our time. So this is also becomes very very important. Apart from this, you can say, don't watch any series. This is a problem of mine, and I have a big problem of this. Like, if I start a series, I have to end it in the same day or on the next day. So I watch the videos or the episodes back to back, and certain series have an episode of 1 hour each. So suppose if there is a series which has 8 episodes, so it is going to take 8 hours roughly. Or if you are just moving forwards or skipping the scenes, it can take 7 or 6 hours, but ultimately it will cost you 6 hours. So if you're not a kind of person who has a patience, or if you're not kind of person who cannot be curious for a very long time, you need to know what happened next, you need to know that. So do not watch series, watch movies instead, because the movie will end in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something, but it's ended. Then your mind will not crave for another movie. Whereas in terms of dramas, in terms of series, in terms of all these web series, the problem is we are able to switch that next episode button and we're able to see the next episode. So this keeps us in our seats for a very long period of time and wasting more time altogether. So this is one of the things. And one more thing which I should stop, did not stop till now, but I should stop: watching dramas or watching something while eating. You should not do that. It will ultimately lead to you eating more and more. Apart from that, it will not give you very nutrition because you're not chewing, you're just consuming the food, and that time is totally wasted. So it's better you should concentrate on your food, that how your food is, what are the color of your foods, what did you have in your food. Certain times what happens is when we are sitting for our lunch or dinner and we have laptop or desktop or mobile also within our hands, we just eat it and we don't even remember what we ate. So that is the kind of focus we are losing right now. So we should not do that. So these were my tips. So if you like this video, just do one thing: just mention in the comment section what are your problems specifically, so I could target those specific problems and give you answers uh, being based on your personal questions. Okay, and these questions will be related to procrastination, not any other questions. So if you are very you, if you are, you can say, dealing with procrastination for a very long period of time and you're not able to understand where to start or what to do, make sure you just comment so that we could discuss and we could find a solution for you guys. So take good care of yourself, study hard, and make sure you keep learning. And if there are any problems or any video ideas for our channel, make sure you do let me know in the comment section below. Bye everyone, take good care of yourself, study hard.